Hey friends, welcome to your movement wellness class. This is going to be about 15 minutes. It's a combination of yoga, mobility, core work, breath work, just something to get your whole body incorporated and ready for your day. This is what I personally use before my workout 3 times a week, and I feel really nice and mobilized and activated. So I hope you enjoy it. Bonus points for today, if you want to grab a foam roller, we will get started with that. And then if you have like a band, a stretchy band, or a belt of some sort. All right, or yoga strap. So if you do have the foam roller, let's just take a couple nice rolls all the way down the length of your spine, focusing especially on that mid-back area, your thoracic spine. You can open your arms out to the side or overhead if you want. And then maybe take a few rolls along the left side of the lower back. And then the right side of the lower back. And then last but not least, we're gonna put the foam roller on one glute, back of your bottom, and roll out a few times. And then over to the other side. So just a really brief roll out. And then from there, release your foam roller and lay onto your back. Bring your knees up, or your feet up, your knees pointing to the ceiling, and then arms out to the side in a cactus shape. Close your eyes. And take a few deep breaths here. And letting the air move down into the rib cage, the back body, and the belly, and the chest. And then softly releasing it out. One more deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Roll onto the side and come into a tabletop pose. From here, we're actually gonna walk our knees just a little half step back. So we're kind of between a tabletop and an extended plank. Now, as you inhale, tuck your toes, sit your hips back towards your heels, but keep your spine pretty neutral. We're not gonna do cat-cow yet. So find that length in your glutes and your pelvic floor on an inhale. And then exhale, engage pelvic floor and core, shift forward into your modified plank pose. And you can even extend it further so shoulders surpass wrists for a nice wrist stretch. Inhale back into your glutes, hips shift over heels. Exhale, pelvic floor and core contracts. Lean forward into your modified plank. 3 more with your breath. Inhale to rock back. Exhale, shift forward. 2 more. Feel that softening as you lean back. The opening of the back body, and then feel that contraction and activation of the front body as you lean forward. Good. Come back to a neutral tabletop, step your right foot forward. From here, you can have your hands on blocks if you need a little more space. Place the back of your right palm on the inside of your right inner thigh. Inhale, we're gonna take a low lunge with a side stretch. So keep a little bit of a tuck of your pelvis under as you bend further into your right knee. And then sweep left arm over to the left side. Breathe in here. Breathe out for a modified half splits. So straighten-ish into your right leg, but keep your hands off the mat or block if you can to keep this really active. Inhale, sweep over to the right side. Engage your left glute as you do so. And exhale, half splits, straighten-ish into your right leg. Let's do 5 more. We're gonna do 7 of these. Move with your breath. The side stretch is gonna add a nice addition into the sensation of stretch on the left hip flexor. Good, let's do 3 more. Perfect, as you're ready, plant your hands, step your right knee back and your left foot forward. From here, rise up, shoulders stack over hips, back of the left palm to the inner left thigh. You can bring your feet and knees out wider if you need it bigger base of support for balance. And then as you inhale, engage right glute, tuck hips under, and then bend more deeply into your left knee as you sweep your right arm over to the left side. And I don't personally care if your knee surpasses your ankle, that's up to you. It's up to whatever your joints can handle. As you exhale, straightenish into your left leg, find your Ardha Hanumanasana half splits. Inhale to bend left knee, sweep right arm over to the side. Exhale, straighten into left leg, fold down. So we're stretching into the hip flexor on the right side, and then the hamstring on the left side. Let's do 4 more. Move with your breath. Last one. Good, plant hands, step left knee back, and we find ourselves in a tabletop pose. All right, from here, ground down through your left palm. Bring your right hand to the back of your skull. As you inhale, we're gonna keep our pelvis nice and stable. Twist open to the right. So it might not be a big range of motion because we're thinking about drawing right hip down. It's just twisting from above the belly button. As you exhale, bring right elbow down towards left thumb. Inhale to open up. Exhale, right elbow, left thumb. 3 more. Last one, twist open, fold down. Now extend your right arm forward and then your left leg back. So we're in a bird dog shape. Keep your body nice and stable here. Try not to arch or sway or rock. We inhale for length through our fingertips and our left heel. And then exhale, without rounding the spine, bring your left knee in and your right elbow back. Inhale to stretch long. Exhale, everything into the center. Inhale, extend. As you exhale, you can think about contracting that pelvic floor and core. Let's do 2 more. Good. Lower your left knee down. Kickstand your left foot out to the side. Now we find ourselves in a modified side plank. So we're pivoting our body open to the right. Good. Now ground your right pinky toe down. Create that little smile shape. So a little half circle through the right side body. Nice stretch here, breathe in. As you exhale, find a straightening of the body. Pull your right elbow and right knee together. Inhale to open up, find that arc. Exhale, straighten body, pull right elbow and right knee together. 3 more. All right, we have a little addition now. I'm gonna finish 3 more here. Good, as you complete those, come back to your tabletop shape. Both hands and both knees are grounded. All right, now we're going to plant into our right hand. Pelvis stays nice and stable. Left hand to the back of your skull. As you inhale, twist open to the left. Mostly through the upper spine here. As you exhale, left elbow comes down towards right thumb. Inhale to open it up. Exhale, lower down. 3 more. Let that breath move into the upper rib cage, kind of a hard to reach area, into the back of the sports bra band. I think I have 1 more. Good. Now keep left hand elevated. We're going to extend it forward and straighten our right leg back. Find your bird dog. Breathe in here. Find some length through fingertips and right heel. Exhale without rounding the spine. Bring right knee and left elbow in. Inhale to straighten. Exhale. Engage everything, pulling in towards midline as you crunch in. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, curl. 2 more. And we're pushing down through our right hand and shoulder. Last one. As you finish those up, we're going to lower our right knee, kickstand our right foot out to the side, and find our modified side plank. So now we're stretching through the left side body. You can ground down left pinky toe and create that nice arc along the left waist. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, straighten your spine and then pull left elbow, left knee. So it's a stretch through the side body. and then an engagement of the obliques. 3 more. Last one. Breathe in for side stretch. Breathe out for your modified side plank. Good, lower down. And then find 5 or 10 breaths of cat-cow or whatever feels good for you. Circles, barrel rolls, emphasizing the shoulder blades or the pelvis or the spine. I'm gonna do a normal cat-cow. Take your time finishing up. You can always pause the video too and go longer if you want. And then we're gonna meet in a bridge pose. So lay onto your back. If you wanna place a band around your knees, you could for more glute engagement. And then from here, walk your feet in towards your glutes. And we're gonna find a nice neutral spine for these. So instead of arching the low back, neutral spine, push down through your feet, lift your hips up towards the sky. Let's do 10. So you don't necessarily have to move with your breath. Just make sure you feel the muscles engaging along the back body, the hamstrings, the glutes. Once you get to 10, 3, 2, 1, pause at the top. Take 3 full breaths. And then lower down, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Take a little pigeon pose, reclined pigeon. And I like to actively move my right knee down towards the corner of the mat. Find some rotation through the hip. And then switch it out. Cross the left foot over right knee, or left ankle over right thigh. And then your option if you want to take those rotations through your hips or just breathe into left bottom. All right, round 2, plant feet again. We're gonna do 10 more bridge pulses. Move at your own pace. Remember, we're avoiding that dumping of the range of motion into the lower spine. And think about keeping your knees kind of in line with your feet. If you had a band, you could push out against the band. And then once you get to 10, hold at the top for 3 breaths. Lower down. Bring your knees or your shins pointing up to the sky, so we're at a 90-degree angle. Now hug your pelvic floor muscles and your core muscles in towards your spine. Extend your fingers to the ceiling. We're gonna take a little dead bug. So we're gonna lower left leg and right thumb down towards the mat. And then bring it back to center. Now straighten right leg and lower left thumb down towards the mat. So this is a nice center core midline engagement. Let's do 5 on each side. You could always exhale through the hardest part of the rep for you. And again, if you find yourself compensating, if you find, we don't need to keep the low back totally planted on the mat, but we want to avoid that rocking of the pelvis and the spine. So keeping everything pretty stable here. And if you find that you can't keep it stable, just do a tiny little range of motion. You don't need to straighten and lower all the way. So finish up your 5 on each side. Good. And as you complete those, we are going to roll onto a side and come into a kneeling position. Let's tuck our toes under to find a stretch for the bottoms of the feet. Roll out your shoulders. And then if you have your band, grab it. If you don't, you can do this totally without a band. We're gonna do those shoulder pass-throughs. So if you don't have the band, just nice full rotation of your shoulders into flexion and then extension. If you have the band, it can be stretchy or non-stretchy. Let's just do 5 of these. in your kneeling position if you can tolerate that stretch for the bottoms of your feet. So we're multitasking here, trying to get everything going in this 15 minutes. Let's do one more, we'll make it 5. And then if you have that stretchy band, we're gonna do 5 where we're doing kind of a reverse fly. So thinking about pulling our pinkies back behind us and squeezing our shoulder blades on the back body. 5 of these. If you don't have the stretchy band, just do 5 more pass-throughs. Good. All right, shoulders are warmed up. Last thing, we're gonna come to standing. Find your squat stance, whatever that looks like for you. And then we're gonna do 5 body weight squats. Lowering down slowly, feeling that stretch at the bottom, and then exhale if you want. You can pull in everything and come to stand. Inhale, lower slowly. Exhale, contract and stand. 3 more. Trying to get even weight into both legs. If you consider this your warm up for your exercise, you're trying to get that nice smooth movement pattern. Last one. Good. And then bring your feet in to hip width distance. We're gonna do 5 hip hinges. So for these, knees will bend a little bit, but mostly we're hinging at the hips and sending our glutes back. Feeling a stretch along the hamstrings and the glutes, and then come to stand. So inhale for that nice stretch. Spine is pretty neutral. Exhale to stand. Let's do 3 more. Two more. Use your breath. Last one. Okay, so that is our warm-up. That is our mobility, our movement wellness. Hopefully it covered kind of all the bases. I think it did. It's pretty thorough, but not too long. That's the way that life goes. So those are pretty handy for me to do either as my mobility for the day or as a pre-workout warm-up. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Is it time for your exercise? Tummy times?